Live.
Welcome back to Steel
Part of the
Bluesfield.
Designs Live Takeover.
Sadly,
I've been
it's
gone.
not just me tonight.
Sadly, you have two voices to listen to drone on for the next 120 minutes or so.
Give or take.
Give or take.
It was a good run while it lasted.
Yeah. Hey, I was glad that you kept it going at least, so we can still say it's been an uninterrupted show.
The show must go on, no matter what.
Oh yeah.
Welcome everyone.
Check
Happy
in
Wednesday.
where you're watching from and how far you button your polo or whatever that picnic table you're wearing.
It's a regular shirt. It's a regular flannel shirt.
It's just the serial killer level. It's just like it's a thermometer of how close to a serial killer you are. Just
for the record, I've never murdered anybody.
Yeah. Like when it's all the way open, you're just a cool, easygoing guy. Just as it goes up and just more.
Which never happens. I've never been cool, easygoing, ever.
And if you only have the top one done, that's the maximum level of serial killer. Someone said,
DK said, I thought Josh had a Rammstein shirt and thought for a second he was almost cool. But that's a Cruiser Gear shirt.
It's a Cruiser Gear shirt.
Which makes him also cool.
Which I bought because Matt was trying to give away a truck through there. So I bought a shirt from them. Someone says no audio, but it's only one person. I was trying to win a Toyota. But I think that means you must have your mic off, which you're probably not hearing this to let me figure that out for you. So
no, the mic is on. I tested it already.
I'm talking about the person who said. I saw someone say it again. I'm like, oh wait, it's the same person. It's just that same person saying zero audio, no sound.
Hey, Big Red Bitch, you changed your screen name so it seems more Big Red Bitchy. You can see it's BIGREDBCH.
Yep, that's making all the sense. Well, yes.
Thank you, Outcast RC. He said, "Great job, Matt, on the Horizon RC podcast yesterday."
I saw who tagged me in that. Wes. Vidjo, thank you. He tagged me.
You go away for 3 weeks and you forget everyone's name.
I forget everyone. You were all dead to me. No, it was I guess the big thing is like while I was gone, of course, the perfect timing. The Phoenix was released. The VS410.
Oh God!
Phoenix.
You know what? We already covered that. I covered it in the news,
and
I
did
made
a
bunch
great
of
job in the news. Thank you. They're over both of our right shoulders. You can see our pheni. Yeah.
Fun. Nope.
So, part of my old or my ridiculously overscheduled all the things going on over the last like however many months. Part of it was because of that.
Yeah, it's true. He's been very busy. Loading up the boxes with parts.
Exactly. Individual accounting screws every day, sitting there. 1, 2, 3.
No wonder there's some complaints on Facebook.
So, it was the release went well.
It was kind of busy.
Yeah,
did it?
It did go well. Of course, there's always things, but for the amount of kits that are out there, the number of actual issues has been great. So, that was great, and that's been awesome that it's out there, and now a little bit of a sigh of relief, and
now you can relax until the next one comes.
Yeah, so that truck was being released on Wednesday. Is that right?
Has it only been a week?
Yeah. Yes. No.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, because I was gone Wednesday to Wednesday. So it was released on a Wednesday. And that day I was on a plane to Mexico. Like I got the phone call that morning. Like, yep. I was in the airport. Like, yep. They're ready to go.
They're coming out. We got it.
We're we're shipping today. Like they arrived back out the door,
They're
going to
coming off the
people,
boat.
and they'd already been off the boat. They're ready. They're at the facility and ready to go back out. So I never actually saw them arrive.
Facility.
The facility.
Facility.
Anyway, that was the day Nicole and I flying to Mexico, and then of course,
Well, one of you flew to Mexico. Well, you both.
We both flew to Mexico,
back that day too.
and then we arrived and we're going through Mexican customs, and Nicole got deported.
Como está?
They said, "Get out of here! Get out of here, white lady!" Send her back to California. So she flew.
Hasta la vista, la gringa.
So she grabbed her incorrect passport, and it scanned in the U.S. and that was fine. It wasn't expired; it was current, but it was her maiden.
Pray tell, why does one have, and how is one allowed to have two passports?
It's a great question. It's a great question that I would also like the answer to, because it was an expensive mistake for myself.
She owes you big time.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm sure she already insulted you a million times on Friday night.
Exactly, to make up for it. So
I loved it though. I thought it was great that you were away. It really gave a boost to my videos and my content, which is pretty great.
I'm so mad at the timing.
I consider that payment for you being away for so long and making me do the news.
Yes.
So thank you.
So, which is the second. People were like, Matt, it was awesome to see Matt do. I'm like, Matt's done the news before. He's done it one other time. Back many moons now. Man. 2019, I believe.
I was going to say 9, but it wasn't 19 years ago.
Right. So yeah, that was. But it was great. You did a great job. Thanks again. Was glad I didn't miss a week of the news. Although you know what, I would have filmed it in Mexico if I had. I would have done it with an iPhone and flashcards if I had to.
Like, yeah, Nicole holding one up.
Yeah, nope, she wouldn't have been there.
Do you come with the flashcards?
I've just been writing the flash.
You just hold it up.
Yeah.
And you slide your whole self over.
Yeah. Next.
This is the thing. There are a lot of bleeps in my news. Yeah, there was one bleep in my news because
you said Hot Wheels.
I said Hot Wheels, and it's Mattel who put out the Batmobile, but it's okay because Hot Wheels put out the Cybertruck, and they're a subsidiary of Mattel.
Right.
So,
I had to let it slide. It was fine.
Yeah. It's okay.
It'd give people something to post about. I like to throw one mistake.
What did he say under there?
I like to throw mistakes in the news purposefully just to make people comment.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it worked. Hello, Moose Jaw.
It's not at all because I'm doing it when I'm super tired and I'm just like.
Tired equals drunk.
Right.
He is hammered most of the time.
Oh yeah, I just stay there so I don't have to get there. But it's an old saying. Anyway, so yes, there's that. What else? I mean, SCX6s are shipping to people. That's been. I'm going to bring up one thing. Wait, what in the world is that behind you?
What?
Is that the FMS Chevy?
No.
What is that?
That's the FMS Chevy.
Let me see it. When did that come? Did that come out?
Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's out.
Is it out? Cool.
Oh. Yeah. I was going to show this off.
It's so ridiculous. Oh, what I wanted to bring up about it.
This is a really great hat.
I swear to God, was this the first time ever that people realized that some people get RCs before they're out to review? Because
whatever do you mean?
They're just like,
you mean there's people who hold some sort of influence over others in some way?
They're just saying, like, yeah, only a few people got them early, and they're just paid shills. It's just like, is this a new concept to you all of a sudden for this vehicle? Like, yes, we got them early. We got them for free, which I'm very grateful of.
I am very grateful of.
Happens to come from doing this stuff for years and years and spending thousands of dollars and hundreds and thousands of hours doing it to something. But now
he's so mad he can't speak any further.
I know.
But yes, there are some of us that got them for free in advance, and despite that, if I had negative things to say about it, I still would have said them.
Which I've done in the past for things I've gotten for free and early.
Yes, exactly. And DK just said, we need an SBG paid shill t-shirt.
I think what bothered me about it, though, is that I had genuine excitement in the video about the SCX6 because it is incredibly fun to drive.
Yes.
And you can only say that yourself in so many ways for it to come out. And everyone's just like, and I think it was because of how much people, for some reason, just wanted to shit on the release of that car. Mm-hmm. Like, that it was expensive and too big and stupid and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And now that people are actually getting them and seeing them, they're like, you see how big this thing is? And then people are taking them out and they're driving them like, you'll never believe that. I'm just like,
you know what? It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Like,
yeah, it is pretty good. And that's what I said in the video. I love this truck. I love how big it is, and I love how much fun it is. And like, if I didn't like it genuinely, do you think I would go to all the trouble I went to film a great review video, film a great running video, do stupid shit where I pull myself behind it on a skateboard? If I didn't genuinely love it, I do.
Yeah. Right.
Would I spend more time and energy putting a miniature
Did
Canadian
you hand
man?
flannel the drive?
Yes, I did.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
Wait.
Do you notice how he doesn't have his fake molded collar all up like? Could you fill and putty that in there and then and fix that?
I spent a lot of time on those jeans too.
I bet you did.
I wanted to get that area in the middle the right size.
$4.99. Thank you, fart noise. Says you
Which
mad?
is not Sea Fart Fire Truck.
I know.
They're two different guys.
Which is awesome. Says you mad?
That is awesome.
Serious question though. Incision metal drive shafts direct fit on the Phoenix? Yes, they are. Direct
yes, they are. Yeah.
And Ken Venturino. Thank you. $4.99.
I think more than anything, the thing that bothers me is when I hear people say, well, he got it for free, so he's obviously going to say that he liked it. No, I wouldn't. And but here's the thing. Because it's free, I should be able to say whatever I want. Right?
I mean, we should be.
Obviously, I am completely honest with all my opinions. But if somebody was paying me, and I'm not saying this is me specifically, but if someone were to be paid to represent a product, at that point, maybe you could say, okay, maybe they're skewing their opinion.
Now, I will, if I am given
like
something early with that type of
compact wallet, perhaps.
This episode brought to you by Weird's Wallet. Now, I freaking love these wallets.
Funny that I mentioned
I will
wallets because
not.
I find myself.
I won't
concerned,
even for a second. Just apologize for anything that can. I replace.
Sometimes it's like You do something just because you're
really
getting
sad.
paid. And that's just really sad.
But the courtesy that I have extended on like getting free something is that if there was an issue or something like that, I've reached out, been like, this is the issue that I'm experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a issue that a lot of
Is this
people will
something-
experience? Because if it is, I'm going to cover it so that people know.
Uh-huh.
And if it's not, if it was a fluke, then I'm like, well, let's try and get that fixed before I have to do this.
Exactly. And
So.
something similar happened to me recently, and I'm not going to say with who or what, but it got rectified because I brought it up.
Yeah. So there is that. Now, if I just bought a Model X off of a site and then it came and I built it and I had an issue and I'm like, well, I haven't, if I'm just going to go through random customer service, I'm like, well, I'm probably just going to make this video and explain the issue that I had. Like, there is a difference with things like that. But I mean, there's it's just how the world works, right? Josh, how many Ridge wallets do you have now? I have 4.
Well, however many they offer on the website, which is Ridge Wallet.
There's over 150 combinations.
No, but honestly, I'm still waiting for any paycheck to come in from any of the RC companies. So if you are gonna send them,
Yeah, if you
send them payable to.
Mine comes every Friday, so.
Yeah, I mean, some of the larger channels probably do get some sort of consideration. We are not those channels.
No, we are not.
We are definitely not those channels. RC Dave charged up. Thank you very much. Yeah, Josh, that energy you're bringing right now is the same energy we bring knowing you don't finish projects, especially the ones that involve giveaways.
I'm glad that one is done. But I have not got an email from my first person. So.
Wait, hold on. When did you give it away?
Right now I'm waiting on an email. I sent it before I left.
When?
What's that? Well, once the person suggests, I want to put that person in the video.
Oh, was there a video?
No, once the person accepts.
I see. So
I want to put them in
the video. Oh, so that makes a lot of sense, actually. Because I guess it was sort of, there were a lot of people asking me when I gave mine away at 50K. Did you give it away already?
Right. So
guess that avoid problem.
And the only reason is because I saw that you had that issue, and I was just like, oh. I was waiting for a Dylan or whatever. Who was the one who didn't? Bryson. Who was it that? It was Braxton. Ooh. I don't remember. It was something like. But
Brixton. No.
Yeah. So we'll see. Otherwise, I'm just going to go to the next person. We'll try it again. So, Team Garage Hack, thank you, sir. Holy Diver. Been here 30 seconds and can feel something going on. What did I miss? SCX6, Phoenix talk, some deportation news. A lot of ranting. Pretty much pretty much the standard.
I'm dropping a lot of... I might have to do a restart here in a minute. Bigger Bitch wants me to ask you, why there aren't any servo horns for dig/overdrive in the Phoenix kit?
Because you don't have to run the servos in general. You can lock it out. We don't include servo horns at all, but you don't have to.
Did you include them with any of the other kits?
No.
Okay, so it's just that's standard.
Yeah, we just have not included servo horns, but yeah, with the dig and overdrive in that kit, you know there's lockout positions in case you're not going to run them or anything like that. So
yeah,
it's definitely something. I understand the question. Maybe as things go, it can be the next.
Give me servo horn.
So we shall see. But yeah, I did see people saying mail call. I have a good amount since some things have started. I don't have many small items. I have a lot of large items.
What are you talking about?
Mail call.
mail call.
That's like where we show items that came via either the post or depending on the carrier. But
Blind Guy RC, thanks very much. Hey man, Mud Truck's looking awesome. Your news was better. I like the SCX6 range. I'd rather get my first BS410 SCX6 for yard work.
I could see some actual implements for the SCX. If I still lived in the Midwest, I would have a snow plow, and that is not something I've ever like. I've always seen like the snow plowing RC stuff, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know. Bless you.
Sorry,
but
I'm getting serious frame droppage here, so I'm gonna restart real quick. But Josh will keep the fort going.
Yes, I will.
Stand by. Back.
What's up? All right.
Looks like I'm coming. Oh, no, I'm gonna restart. I'll be right back.
No problem. So yeah. Anyway, the I don't know. We were talking about VS410 stuff already. Mail call. I have a lot to go over there. I had some stuff. I bought more trucks, which is always. Though I had one new truck show up while I was gone. And hold on a second. Is Matt calling already? No, he's not. He will join automatically. At least he didn't freeze on a dumb face. That's always the best. The Max probably. Oh, talking about. Let's see. Is their budget? Well, it's their budget. Yeah, it is. The Phoenix is obviously a big goal of it was to get the price down. The axles were the biggest part of that. But the axles really kind of did that. The rest of it, we actually added a lot more things. Cage in the back, more multi-piece body, the molded inner fenders, and then the transmission. There was a lot there. Josh, cash and wallet. Come on, can we guess? Ooh, you could guess, but today it's not going to be a. I'll tell you, it's not a lot today. Oh, actually, there's 0 cash in there. I don't know how that happened. Let's see. Ooh. There's some pesos in there still, too. We'll see what that answer is when Matt comes back. We'll cover that. If you are looking for servo horns for the Phoenix, you do need one 20 millimeter for the steering and two 24 millimeters for the dig and overdrive. Oh. And
I'm back.
You're back.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Hopefully that fixed your side.
Drop right.
You still doing it?
Doesn't look like it did. Yeah, a little bit.
We shall see. Roll with it for now, and we'll see if it degrades or improves.
We'll just kind of see how it goes.
Yes. Let's do mail call, because I have a lot of things. Some of them I'm excited for. Do you have a lot?
No.
No? You should go first.
Not really. Okay. Well, I got a bunch of stuff to finish off my Element RC Night Runner. The James
Is that thing
Knight
ever really
Night
going to be
Runner.
finished?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much done now. Although there are a few things I still want to do.
That seems about right. That's one of those your scaled. Are you going to do the rooftop tent from James with the actual opening? You're not going to sew your own?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
Ooh, look at your fancy lights.
Yeah, I got all the lights on now.
I don't know about those shackles
pretty
on
good.
the front.
I know. I've got replacement shackles on the way, but they haven't arrived yet.
Okay.
And I also got the tail lights done. They've got the clear inserts, which are pretty awesome. I think it makes it look much more like a 4Runner, which is pretty good.
Yep.
Got some emblems on there from Artful Dodgers. I've got his whole skid plate on the front, which looks pretty rad.
Yep.
It's got the TRD logo on there.
Okay.
Right there. See? Right there.
Kind of. I see the Artful Dodger logo. I guess I don't see the TRD logo.
It's down there. It's on the bottom.
It's hard to see. Crappy webcams.
Anyway, it's got all the bits inside. Oh, it looks like I'm not quite firmly attached there. I think I've got some wires probably in the way. Oh, I'm blind. But yeah, I added the CVT logo on the tent.
What's that mean?
And that's the brand.
Is it? Oh,
The brand of the tent. What, do you never overlanded before in a
I
fake
rarely.
RC car?
I know I rarely sleep on my roof. Like,
Yeah, it's not my favorite thing. Full interior, and yeah. If you are having problems with audio or video, I just suggest you reload the page because now I'm not dropping any frames anymore.
there you go.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much done. I added a metal spur, which was a big mistake. I
Is
went
it
with the
quite loud
Bauhaus.
now?
Yes,
Does
it
it
is
sound
quite
like
loud.
sounds like a chainsaw?
It does. It sounds like the Ripper chainsaw. No, 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 no. It's got a very loud spur, which I'm probably not going to keep, but I did want to use the Bauhaus
Eliminator.
32 pitch adapter. So I'll find a nice Kimbrough plastic one and stick that in there instead.
Kimbrough's a nice mix between a good soft, quiet plastic, but still a decent amount of strength. So, like,
yeah.
Eric
And then
Baker,
I've also
$1.99. Thank you for that. And Team Garage Hack, thank you. We think the VP stuff is stellar. Just did a stellar job on the Phoenix. Trans is a tad heavy. That is true. But expected with the features. Most of making it cost effective for the masses. Good on you. That was definitely a big part of it. That lots of stuff in there. It's, most people are trail people, right? But still performs great. It's not a comp rig.
Yeah, exactly. Not a comp rig. It's about as close to a comp rig as a trail rig can get.
So,
I also printed some more accessories because I've got this.
Where did this trailer come from?
Adventure trailer. This is RC 4-wheel drive adventure trailer. I've had it forever, but I added some junk to it and primed all these bits, and I'll paint them up in a little bit.
Where are you towing that trailer?
With the Night Runner.
Oh, that seems reasonable.
Go ahead.
No, reasonable. Expected even.
Yeah, because it's, I'm overlanding with it.
Yeah. I mean, you've got your tent on your roof. Might as well tow something different behind it instead.
Going over the land.
All the lands.
I'm going over all of it. What else? Oh, I got these tire inserts in the mail today.
Anti-foams.
They're not foams. They're anti-foams.
So those are 3D printed TPU.
It's some sort of TPU. I don't know if it's TPU, but
right.
It's definitely a flexible,
flexible printed filament.
And you can see it's got sort of a structure inside, so it's supposed to act like a foam. These are a smaller size, 4.19-ish. So we're going to try those out in some scale tires. Probably, I'll toss them in the whatever truck this is. This one. Toss them in here. Give them a go.
That used to be a TF2.
Yeah, it's so very little of TF2.
Right.
Yeah, but we'll toss them in something like this and see how they give her.
Yep. Good call.
Yeah. And that's I got a bunch of Vanquish junk, but regular everyday Vanquish junk. And that's it, I think. Yeah, I didn't really get a lot of stuff this week.
Well, I've got a handful more before that. Perry G, $2. Thank you, sir. So does Nicole get an Arma Felon now? BT, $20. Evening. BT, always appreciated. Thank you, sir. Good seeing you again. And Blind Guy RC, thank you. Hey, man, the news is great. Just need to make Matt feel good. I'm so in love with the BF410 Phoenix. I'd give a left nut. I produced a kid, so hey, I'm saying, right? Now's the time.
If it's still working, you can sell it on the black market.
It's almost like proof that it is, right? So we've got. I did get a package from Shapeways of 3D printed dies for the Oakenshield bender. This is
You're welcome.
This is a version of the bender that I use normally, and I had bought 2 of these. So, and then Matt bought the 3D printed dies, and they arrived while I was gone. This is one set here, and I already built one of them up for Matt. And so it just kind of comes in pieces, and then you have to assemble it, and then you need to put it on something so you can actually use it. I cut a piece of aluminum channel or angle so that Matt can clamp this in his vise, and then I bought some wood dowel and made him a handle so he can bend it. So I might take the handle back off so that I can ship it more reasonably. Otherwise, it's a awfully long
take the
package.
handle off.
Yeah, so probably going to do that. But
how do you do?
Right. So I still have another set that I can put together, but this is for DOM tubing. I've got like the BAC Industries rod bender for solid rod, but for actual DOM tubing, you need a good bender with nice dies. And these work really, really well. So
this
yes
is DO. Come on now.
I feel like you're going to poke me. Like
that's DOM because it's got a hole in it. I got this from Scale Metal Supplies. And it's for the Fun Haver. And that's what's been holding up the Fun Haver. BT, yep. Thanks for the cash. Are you going to be doing an SCX6 project? I'm going to be doing some projects with this 6. Yeah, I've got some stuff on the way. I am going to do a bit of a project.
So this one, you remember Bender, Brad Dumont?
Brad Dumont, yeah.
Yeah. He was like one of the early people back in the forum days to go from active forum member, kind of contributing, making some stuff, to an employee of like a major company. And it was Axial back in the day. And he used to produce chassis he had the SW, and then he had the SW2, and then the SW3. And then when he went to Axial, he made the SWX. And I got a new in-package version of one of those.
Wow, that's going to be old AF.
Yeah, $40. Shipped. I bought 2, gave one to Brandon. So,
nice.
Yeah, no idea what...
eBay?
No, Brad had a box of them still. And he posted them up in the vintage RC crawler group. So I picked one up from him there.
That's pretty cool.
$40, not bad.
I forgot I got a Copperhead too, and then I have a motor coming later this week.
Speaking of motors, I've got a Fusion setup and one of the Spectrum Firmas. I ordered
cool.
one of each of those. So
let's talk about the Firma 2-in-1 for a moment.
Yes. So I had seen that you had issues trying to get it into the chassis, and I've seen a couple of other people put them in.
Yes.
So I bought one.
So is that why you got it? Yep. Just to test that out? Yep. Okay.
I've got
for the life of me, I don't know.
I spent a buttload of money on electronics in the last week or so. And I'm going to try and just kind of throw a bunch of stuff together and show people. And then all of those electronics are likely going to have to leave again because it was way too much money on electronics, and I do not need that much. I have a lot here already, and I don't need to sit on that much more. So, plus I had to buy a really expensive plane ticket for Nicole. I paid for that out of the YouTube side of things. So,
yes. So now there's no money.
It's a good thing. Most of this stuff was purchased prior to that.
Right. The problem I had, and I pointed it out, is that the Firma motor itself is 2 millimeters wider in diameter than a standard 540. It also, at the back of the motor, it hits the upper link mount. And I'm pretty sure that's not any different on the new truck.
Yeah.
But I'll double check that.
It is not.
I don't think it is.
Right.
No. So I don't know. I had a hard time with it. Every other motor I put in there worked fine. So
yeah. So that's exactly. I'm going to show all that stuff and go through there. Noah Kane, thank you. $5.
I'm happy to be wrong.
Oh, I
I'm
know.
happy if I'm wrong.
You're not too proud, right?
No, I'm
This
not.
one,
I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong.
Noah says, do you guys have a opinion on computer hardware? I have a Ryzen 5600X and a 3060 Ti GPU. Just trying to see what you guys have. Great question. We will answer that because we both like that.
Great
I actually
question.
use
I love talking about computers.
I actually use that same Ryzen in here, but I don't have a 3060. I've got a 2060 KO in here. But specifically the RTX because it's great for streaming. So that's like Matt and I are both able to do these streams a little bit easier because we use the RTX graphics cards. So I think you got a great setup.
I have, yeah, I have got a 3600 Ryzen 5, and
That is true. I do not have a
2080
5600.
Super.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've got your big graphics card in there.
Yeah, 5600s are new.
New.
5600s
yes.
are new.
I've
in the other room on my editing computer, that's an i9 10850
yeah.
with a 3080 hydro copper. So it's a bit more computer in that room.
With the custom water. Nerd.
It's a custom loop.
I don't think you saw this on Friday's stream, but
no, but I saw it on Joe's Instagram. Yeah.
Yes, Joe dropped this off to me. This is for Brian Sherwood. This is a body Joe painted for Brian, with plenty of inside jokes. The biggest joke of all is that it is a Lloyd body. Like, there is no
brought to you by.
Yeah, Lloyd. Brought to you by J Concepts. I was a very small child when I thought that was one word. Like, I confide in all of you, and then
I know you were.
I'm mocked. The annoying orange on the hood, though, was a great touch from Joe.
It's so apropos.
Listen, I don't know what that word means exactly. I don't know the use exactly. I heard it. I also love that it used a bomber interior. That just felt the most appropriate. So.
Oh, absolutely. It's the only interior that goes in a truck as far as you're concerned.
It's the only, I mean, it's really the only one that needs to. Like, if you have to have a driver, like if you're a person that needs to have the driver, then this is the interior for you. It's got drivers. It's an interior and it has drivers. Perfect. If you don't need drivers, which then you just use like what we have, which I'm not saying you need drivers because obviously
not all of us play with dolls.
Exactly. You like your little leather. You like your little like what did Hemi Storm used to call them? The gimp suit drivers, because they'd be the shiny black mold.
The Wild Willie. Oh yeah.
No, they're talking about the Axial ones.
In the Wraith. Yeah, in the Wraith. Josh Cover brings up an interesting question. Did Matt see the guy on Reddit this week claiming to have built the 6x6 Steam truck?
What?
Yeah, the thread got deleted because the mods are like, no, that's not yours.
We know exactly how that.
It's like, if you're going to flex and show off something that you didn't build, maybe don't choose the only Steam-powered 6x6 JK out there.
Like, God.
I laughed very hard.
This,
very hard.
This is not what came in the mail this week. This is a Proline cliffhanger. But
I've done one of those.
What did come in the mail is my hand-laid carbon fiber version of a cliffhanger.
You should go on vacation more often.
So I'm in a number of carbon fiber fabricator groups on Facebook because trying to learn how to do that. Exactly. And there was this guy who posted it up. It's mainly full-size car stuff. And he's just like, hey, here is I did some RC bodies. And he posted up a cliffhanger and then like I can't remember what the other one was. I think it was more of like a basher body. And then I was like, will you make me one of those? And he was from the Philippines. And he's just like, sure. Like, yeah. And he's just like, shipping's expensive. And I'm like, I'll send you a label. Don't worry about that. So,
Nice.
$120.
What?
Yeah. Which is a pretty good price, I would say, for this.
Steel.
It's true carbon fiber. You can see the weave isn't perfectly straight, but it's because it's hand laid and infused. Like, it's true carbon fiber. It's light. I mean,
is it lighter than Lexan?
No. I mean, it's close though. Like, shit, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know that I have a scale that's maybe.
Yeah. Don't share that information with anybody about where you got
so
it.
I did see that Corrupt Carbon Works is bringing these in bulk, and you can buy them from him. It's like, I think he's charging like $275
Whoa.
per body, which with shipping and all that, they're someone just said in here, Ron G just says Corrupt Carbon Works was selling this for $250, which that might be about right if you're not getting a FedEx discount. Like if you were going to try and do it, like, so
Yeah.
they're worth about that. I think that this is going to be my class 2.
Really?
I think I'm going to build a cage in it to support it because, it's trimmed. There's no windows in there, so it needs to be supported.
Yeah, because it'll crack for sure.
It will. I mean, it's carbon fiber strong, but
well,
it's not that strong.
But carbon fiber is brittle.
thick. Yeah, it is thick enough to get hard body points.
It's 040?
060 is.
Oh yeah,
hard
060,
body, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you measure and
that's good.
super light. Now it does not have a bed at all, so I may cut it out.
Yeah, you might have to. That's pretty sick, man.
I know.
I would like to challenge you now. I will use the same body but Lexan and get more scale points than you.
What if I max out scale points?
I'll still get more.
The word is max. Like, max is the max.
Yeah.
So, but how rad is that? Like,
it's very rad. That's pretty cool.
And I suppose I can.
You know what you could do?
We'll go back.
You control.
Yes.
You control everyone, and just paint it.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's carbon fiber.
Is it? Like, I know you can't tell, but this is actually carbon fiber. I'm gonna do it in a Ferrari F40 theme. Paint it red. Like, it's carbon fiber. I missed a couple of here. First of all, Isogen Bash says, thank you, sir. Gen's Ace bashing lipo review update. I've been running them in my SCX6 mainly. I haven't ran the 4S or 6S. I've only been running the 3S, and I mean, so far they're great big ass batteries that run great. Jeremiah Salberg, much good to see you again. Thank you, sir. Not RC related, but I have a project I'd like to build, a Lego Technic Jeep Rubicon. Can I flip the battery tray on the VS410 chassis so it's in the back? Yes, you can. I've done that before on some truck builds. Have you seen that Lego Technic Jeep?
Uh-huh.
I've almost bought it before. I think it's
That'd be a waste of money.
It's like
I used to love Lego, but you are a man now. And you already have enough toys.
That's fighting words, man. Legos.
You already have enough toys, Josh.
No, you just wait. We're not done with mail call yet.
Oh, God.
BT, thank you again. Will Mario be making a return soon? Ooh, it is Movember, right? I wonder what I could have by the end of the month. Do you think I could get a curl by the end of the month? Maybe we'll see by Friday.
You just go right ahead.
$5 from Buck Dandy. Call you later.
Is that someone you know?
No, it's not at all. But his name used to be Gray Matterfab and I got a phone call one day. I was over at the audio and I just got a phone answer. And I'm like, hey, hello? It's like, this Josh? I'm like, yeah. He's like, hey, yeah, I just had a question. It was like a legit question. And I was just like, and he's just like, yeah, it's so weird. Your phone number was listed on your Instagram. And I was just like, or it just said call on. I was just like, it does? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, thank you. Somehow the call function had got turned on my Instagram.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, so he's the only one that ever did it. It was quite hilarious.
You guys mistake me. I don't hate on Lego. I love Lego. I'm saying
Josh
doesn't need. I'm saying Josh doesn't need another hobby. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't.
See?
If I had the wherewithal, I would also get the Millennium Falcon and be quite proud of it. But I don't have the time for another hobby. And if I got another hobby, I might end up dead. So,
shit. Ben just reminded me too. He was just like, this was like last week. He's like, yeah, did you know your phone number is listed on your LinkedIn? I was like, Jesus, no. Turn it off on there too.
I have to say, I get like 3 or 4, and this is not a humble brag. I get a lot of Facebook friend requests, and I am not on Facebook pretty much at all. So if you want to get a hold of me, Instagram or live streams.
I feel like you write a lot of letters.
It might, yeah.
Scan this in and reply to that direct message, please.
Dearest Larry. Sorry, I mean Lawrence.
Mind if I call Jimothy? Mind if I call you Jimothy? James?
Can I call you Jimothy?
Okay, the next one. Another. So, this one.
I was like, man, I really hope one of them is a truck because Josh doesn't have enough of them.
Before I left for Mexico,
cool.
A fellow on the interwebs that I cannot remember his username right now, I apologize, out of España, he posted up a truck that he had built, this one specifically, and I was just like, just finished my truck. And I just messaged him. I said, hey, you want to sell that truck? And he said, and he was just like, how about just the chassis? I'm like, even better. So I made him an offer. He wisely countered. And I think we met in the middle. And the truck showed up. It was a different color and had a bunch of stickers and things like that. It had no running gear. So I took all the running gear out of that RC Speedy chassis that I had.
Oh, yeah.
And I made a custom link set for it. Got it all built up. I put some crawlers on some 2.2s, some 1.9 crawlers on 2.2s.
Sick.
And yeah, it's all custom chassis. But it's a beautiful little truck. Hard body. Narrowed. So.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with it.
I don't think you can call that hard body narrowed. There's not much hard body remaining.
All
the
rigid.
Hood, the panels are probably custom panels. It's not from a hard body.
They're still rigid.
Yeah, you said body. Narrowed.
It is narrowed, and it's a hard body.
What part of it is narrowed?
This. It's right down the middle. It used to be 7 slots. Jeep has a trademark of the number of vertical areas in the grill. And depending on how many...
Tell me again how many slots a Jeep grill has?
So, anyway... fun fact, I don't know if you've worked with hard bodies a bunch, but this had a bunch of stickers on it. And if you use this to get the sticker residue off, it will also remove the paint.
Yeah.
So now it's a different color.
Most of us who know anything about anything use this.
That's the same thing.
No, it isn't.
Same thing.
No. This is goo gone. That's goof off.
Same.
Wrong. You want to use goo gone, not goof off.
So, I mean, whatever. But let me tell you, I did it.
It is a great looking truck. It probably looked better the original color, whatever it was.
No, it was blue. This is better. So yeah, I own that one now, and I'll probably keep it.
Everyone is agreeing with me. It's not even close to the same thing.
I see no difference. And
one removes paint, the other one doesn't.
well, you know, there's that.
I think it even says right on here, won't remove paint.
Does it really? Does this one say will remove paint? Because
America's #1 surface safe remover.
Son of a bitch. I definitely should add some of that to my toolbox.
What's yours say, idiot?
It'll remove asphalt and tar. I should have probably known that was a bad starting point. Ah, crap. It'll literally remove paint. That's right.
You are such a numbskull. You are such a numbskull. This goes down in the annals of livestream takeover history about how much of an idiot Josh is sometimes.
I thought it smelled a little pungent. I'm like, man, that's some good. Oh wow, look at that. This rag is more blue than it used to be.
Sure is some real turpentine-y smell going on here. I don't know what that is. Oh,
well. I should do this in a better ventilated area.
It doesn't say anything about being poisonous. 02 Garage, thanks very much. The money he's giving us is towards couples therapy. And Wrapped Graphics, thank you very much as well. Looks like I'm watching tonight as it's beer, pizza, and pool time for me and my staff after an early start down here in Australia. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's tomorrow there. Well, have a better tomorrow. Thank you very much. Goof Off is petroleum-based. Goo Gone is citrus-based.
Son of a... Well,
why is this paint coming off?
The more you know. And then lastly, I bought another truck last night. And that... So,
is that a VS410 Pro?
It's a VS410 chassis, but it's a SCX3 straight axle build. But with a VF
front axle.
What's that? What do you mean? Nothing wrong. It's offset.
Yeah, that I understand how the axle works, but it looked like it was off angle there, like the link lengths were wrong.
I think that's just a optical illusion.
Optical illusion. Okay.
But yeah, it was for sale locally at too good of a price. It's got a Mamba X, a 370 TBL, a VFD, you know. So
it's good.
It was like, okay, I'll take it. And so yeah, I just cleaned it up a little bit. I put some, it needed sliders. It had basic sliders on it. And then I put in a set of carbon fiber battery and electronics trays that I had.
Nice. Oh, those are the ones probably meant for me.
No, I sent you yours.
You did?
Yeah, like a year ago.
What?
It's got a VFD.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It has a VFD in it. So it has aluminum motor plate, stuff like that. So I was just like, so yeah, I bought it. I put it for sale already, at least. This one is actually for sale. So.
Okay, great. Good job.
So, because
that was the quickest flip truck ever.
Yeah, I know.
We'll
see. I mean,
Adam Tabin has a great bumper sticker recommendation. This will remove paint.
Yeah. Also has the team associated shocks, and it's got incision drive shafts and titanium links.
Oh, all right. Nice.
It's got the Proline Impulse aluminum wheels. I've never seen those before.
Oh, yeah, they're exceedingly expensive. That's why.
They are really expensive.
Yeah, like $100 a pair.
Yeah, and then it's got Proline trenchers and dual stage foams. So like, shit. I was
Noise.
like, it was too good of a deal to pass up. And Nicole didn't understand that as much, but
Really interesting.
I walked in the house with it last night, and she's just like, "What?" She's like, "It looks exactly like the other ones you have." Like, but
Yes.
let me
but
explain.
There's a method to my madness. I'm broke now. And shut up, felon.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh,
I think that's like a get out of jail free card for the rest of your life.
when we flew back to the U.S. after she had to then fly back down the next day on a very expensive plane ride, and then we flew back and we were in customs in the U.S. at least, and they like walk around, ask you and use some questions, blah blah blah.
And they went, hey, there she is. That's her. She did it.
They come and ask you all the things, and Nicole's standing next to me. They ask you like, "Do you have any fruits, vegetables, or meat products?" And they're just like, "We're like, no." And then they walk by, and I lean over to her and I go, "Actually, I've got some of Gunner's jerky in my backpack." She looks at me. She goes, "Get the fuck away from me. Get away from me. Don't eat, like, just check. I don't want to talk to you." Just like,
She sounds angry.
oh, she was not having my jokes when we were
No.
in customs.
Oh, Jay Walker had a good question. Does Goof Off remove Flex Seal? Because that could have really helped you in that scenario. Do you still have that trick?
Yeah, it's right there. It's. I bought that one to flip. Remember?
Sean Burrill, thank you very much. He's got a great question. Have you started on your trucks for Scale Nationals yet? Sort of.
Great point. Hold on. I was talking about the cliffhanger and said I wanted to come back to that. Hold on.
I've sort of started in that I have this much done. I've got a lot accomplished so far.
So, we were talking about the cliffhanger earlier. I said I was going to use that in my class too. You remember that the body that Moose Jaw painted for me that looked like the Lauren Healy Bronco build, like months and months ago? That was on my original test truck for the Phoenix. So that was like February of this year.
Yeah.
Anyway, that truck then later on, like it was. This was one of my original test chassis for it. Why is there foam in the middle of it? Oh, I have electronics in here. Shit, I could have used those. I just ordered these servos.
I shouldn't have bought all those electronics. Idiot.
I know. I literally just rebought these.
First, I'm goof-offing trucks. Now I'm buying things I already had.
I forgot about this little plate I made too. God, that's a really good design. I made a little carbon fiber plate that goes on top of the where the servo mounts, so to mount my ESC or my receiver there.
Oh, that is actually pretty cool. I want one of those.
I know.
Make one for me. You never sent me any of that carbon fiber stuff, by the way. I never got it.
That's fine. I can make more. So anyway,
this never made it for me.
This was my original test chassis.
Yes. So that's what you're going to use for class 2.
No, but it does. There's nothing under it anymore, and that's because like we've been running this truck so long. We had like started making other things with them already. Like these were some of my test axles, and we made like a carbon fiber chassis to have fun with on this thing. Like this was the truck I'd been running a lot of the summer, as well. This has got a normal VFD in it because we were using the twins and in other trucks and things like that. But so yeah, this was like some of my other test axles that are a little bit more beat up.
I see you were also flexing your scale muscles there with that rear bed.
I was testing a design. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that little guy. That little guy. Anyway, that was a single cut panel that then folded. And I was looking at for carbon fiber. Long thing, but
okay.
I think that this could then still be transferred into my class 2.
Yep.
So
Lots of carbon fiber.
all the carbon fiber.
Make
So
carbon fiber wheels.
no, those aren't legal, right?
No. I
Can't
was
have
just kind of hoping you would, and then waste all that time and
all that
get
time.
disqualified.
So, but yeah, so that could be the start of my class
I've got
2.
carbon fiber too.
Yeah.
Mine's closer. Actually, it's not. It's way further away.
Yeah, it's definitely way for. Although I don't know what happened to the electronics that were in this one, like, or maybe this is the other truck. I don't know. I have two kind of set up like this.
Ben Jericho, thanks very much. Awesome job going solo and holding down the fort. Thank you. Also, just did my first SCX-10-2 UMG kit. Is the tranny known to be loud?
I mean, it's a little bit louder than a regular, but
yeah, it's definitely it's louder than a 3-gear.
Right, there's more gears.
And that one, there are more gears in it. So yes, it's known to be louder.
It's not necessarily. Yeah, I never thought it was loud. So
it is louder though. I recall. I'm thinking about my UMG now, and it is louder. Right. Definitely.
So yeah. Anyway,
at least
but that's what I said I wanted to come back to was the fact that we've been throwing these axles underneath of other things, and like this truck, we've been driving it for almost a year.
Yeah. Not me, but yes.
Not you, of course.
Me, I had it a month before everybody else.
Yes. You've known about it the whole time, basically.
Oh, boy, howdy. I've known about it since before you were born.
We don't have any secrets.
Not here, anyway.
So when is Vanquish going to make a flat rail? Now, this was me and Brandon screwing around. I made this
wasting
at home.
Company resources.
I did this at home.
You cut it at home, but I bet you designed it at the office.
Joke's on you. I didn't even design the chassis. Brandon did.
At the office.
He works from home a lot.
You guys were probably like, "Hey, check it out! Look what I did!"
What if we did this?
And then Jim turns around and goes, "You two get back to work. I'm not paying you to dick around all day."
So, yeah.
Even Ian Turbo T has a question. When does the straight axle Phoenix come out?
After the Portal on Portal Phoenix, P squared.
Yes.
So, we're gonna have the super lifted
Phoenix rises again.
Yeah, again. See, it writes itself. The marketing is already in the works. So
that's why I'm here. That's my job at Vanquish, is to write all this copy.
Yeah, all of the new releases will say Vanquish products release is now like
the Vanquish products. I was pretty proud of myself.
It was good. I'm just going up a little bit. I missed a few. Brent Hevner, $2. Thank you, sir. We need a TRX 4000 update. I just need to edit that video. It's very heavy and sitting on the floor behind me and ready to be shown again. Jimmy 2 Horses, $5. Again with the Jimothy? Yes. Again with the Jimothy.
Always.
It's one of our favorite jokes.
Going back, that was somebody who named a kid that makes it even better.
Oh my God. RC on road carpet racing. Thank you. That would be 7 spaces, Matt, referring to the number of areas that a Jeep grill has that are void.
Yes.
Void of other things.
Well, hang on. Let me count them. Let me count the headlights too, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9. There's 9 holes. The old 9 hole.
Backyard RC, thank you. Do you like the RC Speedy? I had issues with my RC Speedy when I tried to lower it, which that was when I then took that drivetrain out and put it in this. Then the RC Speedy actually sold to Eric Baker, I believe. And Gunner, thank you. Got Nicole's shirt. It's done. I'll get it to you soon. Yes. I have 2 RC cars ready to give back to you as well. And Sean Burrell, thank you. Looking forward to seeing you guys in April. Yep. I think that's... I'm going to make sure that Matt has all 3 classes done. So, you're doing class 3.
What can I do? What can I put into class 3? Can a Capra be class 3?
Yes, it could, I believe. Holy crap. Okay. Chainsaw just said there's a Phoenix on eBay for $675.
Must be pretty nice.
Man. Why?
I don't have another one. I've already got 2.
Yeah. I've got the one I built on Fridays for somebody else. And then I've got another one.
Nice. Should I put those axles under my class 2?
The Phoenix axles? The F10s? Yeah, they got a lot of steering, and if you want to shave the steering stop, you can get a lot more. So
especially if I want to put stuff.
Yeah.
Fistful of throttle, thank you very much. I'm not entirely convinced Josh knows what is in that room. I'm not sure he knows either. I think if you dug down deep enough, you'd find that there's all kinds of stuff he forgot about and then ordered again.
Yeah. I don't think you had to dig very deep. I just had to turn around and be like, oh, yeah. Seriously.
Oh, shoot, there's all those electronics I forgot about.
I literally ordered another Mamba X and 2 of these 9551 stubby servos from Futaba. And I totally forgot about that cool little carbon fiber plate I had made. This was literally so long ago that I just...
DK, it's funny you mentioned selling our spare stuff via live auction, because we've actually talked about doing like a Barrett Jackson style auction on the channel. We just haven't gotten around to organizing it. And we really should, because there's so many things here I want to sell. Batteries that don't work anymore. Burnt out motors. Empty spray cans.
I've got a barely used can of Goof Off that I was planning to sell.
I've got a whole collection of tie rack motors that I don't need.
This says works the first time. Like, it really did.
It sure did.
Right away.
Top tip also, if you're using a product that is, less paint removey, like Goo Gun, perhaps, brought to you by Goo Gun, you'll definitely want to clean that product before painting it.
Oh. Does it affect paint as well? Because I don't want that then. I wanted paint that does not affect it.
Paint might not stick so well. Hello, Westmade. How are you? Hey, he's got his Phoenix this week. So I heard it's hard to get a Phoenix now. That's probably why that guy was selling it for $675.
Yes, it is. You got to find them at dealers mainly. They sold much faster than we would have thought. So
yes,
we thought that it would.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes.
Because you didn't. That's a funny thing, actually. I feel kind of like, Vanquish doesn't know where it's at, because there's a whole bunch of influencers out there who did not get any of them for free.
Right. So, I know. We did not, like, we talked about it, and I will say that I was pushing for more. They're like Matt gets one, and Ty from Tekin. We had a number of Tekin had sent us servos and motors for test trucks and video trucks. And that one up there, I've got ProTech stuff in. We were just trying different things. I've got like a 370 TBL and then some stubby 37 or some stubby servos in there as well. But it's got an RX4 and a Rock 412 in it. And so and Ty's a nice builder. It was fun to have him included. But I was trying to get some more out, and they're just like, no, these first ones are going for sale. Okay. And then
the second run, though, if there's, I'm sure there's more coming. That's when you give them out to all the influencers.
Yeah. Hey, better help.
Content just does nothing.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah, we know. We have one. Gunnar Nissen, thank you very much. Live auction at the 24 Hours of Camtech.
I know. We really need to like get a date nailed down on that so you can figure out when to buy your plane ticket.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
I'm thinking like
schedule
end of June.
PCR tests or whatever I need to do as well.
Yeah.
That's going to be great fun.
Oh, I had to have one done before I came back from Mexico, so
I'm sure you did.
That's
why I'm flying domestically right now.
I have a whole row of orange.
It's so weird.
I have I
Jared
got
Marston,
the Flex Seal truck off there.
Huh. It must be time to rotate them tires.
TRD Adventures, thank you. Have you enjoyed seeing people's Phoenix builds come to life? I would definitely get a second maybe after an SCX6. It is great to see everyone. The paint jobs, like people have done a really good job with that. Starting to see people like detail up interiors, and then starting to see like all of the color combos. Because like I've been looking at the truck for however long, but we haven't been looking at it in color combos, or even honestly with that many of the bodies, because like when we test it, we can't use the body. We have to have something else on it in case someone sees. And the length of time we've been working on that truck and not to have it leak out is difficult. So but yeah, it's seeing them all, like a bunch of different combinations and wheel and tire color, or all of that come together. That's been a lot of fun. It's of course there's a lot of answering questions and things like that goes along with it, but I'll take it.
I saw one today. It was on YouTube. TRD Adventures, I think is his name.
That was who just posted.
And he painted his. Oh yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
He posted painted his right down the middle.
Was he the black and white one?
Silver on the other.
Oh,
but
silver.
Then the fenders were the opposite, and then the tire or the wheel combos were opposite to each other too. So it's like I got two trucks. I was like, that's pretty good.
I had actually seen that. I didn't correlate between it. It was a very cool one. We actually were talking about that in the office. It's there's only like 4 of us in that office, so we're just like, did you see this one? Did you see this one? Did you see this one? Like, it's fun.
I don't remember you guys talking about mine, but that's
we did talk about yours specifically because of your wheel and tire and color choice. It all looked pretty good. Those wheels are a good fit on there.
I think I was the first one to go, yeah, Roswell's, baby.
Yep.
And it's a quality look. Oh, I put the Night Customs grill on there too.
Ah, Toyota. Oh, you made it kind of look like a Toyota. I see. You know what? I do see some Toyota hints in the body.
No, it's more like a Schmoyota than anything, really.
I see how you got there.
I have an extra one here, so if anybody wants one, I don't need it. I just printed it because I wanted to see if it was going to work. So if anybody wants this Schmoyota grill for their Phoenix, pop a DM or something. I put the snorkel on there too.
Ah, the good old snorkels.
And yes, the tires are on the right way.
Yeah, that's
how wrong they look.
No matter how wrong they look. No, you had a solid combo there. It is a lot of fun to see all that stuff continue to keep.
It is super cool, yeah.
Keep going.
Boop, bap, beep, boop, boop.
But, yeah, I don't know. That's I feel like nothing's going to stop. There's just going to continue to be a lot of questions and.
Yeah, there's actually I've been following the forum threads because I like to see what people do, and there's been a couple of neat developments. The first thing I saw that I thought was pretty neat was somebody took like a dishwashing glove and cut the thumb off of it, and then built that into
made their own little boot. Gotcha.
Yeah, made their own boot over the things. I was like, that's pretty smart, because that was one of the things I mentioned in the review video.
Right.
Because I am impartial. I said that could be an area where stuff could get in there.
And
I'm sure these guys have already tested it. Beyond. Well,
and we're aware of that. You can't deny that there's an opening there.
No,
that's
yeah.
someone actually had pointed out, even in one of the photos, you can see one of the other style of boot designs that we had and we had tested. That was like a shift boot, so it looked like that style. The problem was is it added too much resistance in the thickness that it needed to be molded in. So it added too much resistance and it heated up servos. So we had to go away from that, and then we went to this style, which didn't add the same thing. So, we're aware of, but we had to find that right, or that balance of what was going to work for kind of a mass market.
For sure.
But yeah, some things like that are like a real thin. I can see that. That is cool.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. It was a good idea.
Check out Distinctive PD's Phoenix build on RCC. I will have to check that out. I had bought his Power Wagon that's right there on the shelf.
Yeah.
Bought that to flip it.
Paul's
like
1816, thanks very much. When is the RC Awards show? Whenever we get off our asses. There is such a backlog of stuff going on behind the scenes that beyond the hobby, there's a shit ton of work that's actually going on right now too. And I don't think I'm going to have any time before the new year to really honestly focus attention on serious stuff. So serious stuff like award shows.
Right. Matt and I had, we talked on this show even about all the stuff that was going on and how wildly busy that it was. Part of it is that obviously Matt knew we were preparing some stuff for Phoenix release. We had the SCX6 release, which we had both known about, and we had to prepare stuff for that. We had the budget build that was wrapping up. We had a couple of other things, and then maybe a release or so that's still not out. A couple things there. Who knows?
Who knows?
But
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So,
although I have something coming on Monday that I'm pretty excited about. That you don't know about. It's already out.
That's weird.
I'm getting the new Fortec Supra.
There's a Fortec Supra? A Traxxas Supra? How was I unaware of that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It came out yesterday.
Oh, okay. It only came out yesterday. All right. That makes sense.
Get with the program, Josh. Don't you have a news show that you should be working on?
Yeah, but I make sure they have it all before I make that show. That's okay. That at least makes sense.
A couple of people are interested in that grill. I can always print a couple more. They take no time at all. So I'll do the first 5 DMs I get on Instagram. What?
You're a glutton for punishment.
Why? It's not that bad. It would take me like 2 hours to print these.
No, I'm talking about the DMs.
I already get a ton of those anyway.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Project 1, thank you very much. That grill would look great on my box-sealed Phoenix. Box-sealed still? Oh, I have one of those too.
I do not.
Carolina Ghost, thanks very much.
Cut them open and just smell them. Just close them back up.
Hey, Matt, is that the FMS square body behind you? Did you talk about that earlier in the live feed? Have you heard what the cost is going to be? No? Yes? I don't know. It's out, isn't it?
The Chevy truck?
FMS. Yeah.
I don't know. That's the first that I'd actually seen.
No, RC Review has a video on it.
Can't say that.
Tom Lee RC has a video on it. Yeah, it's definitely out.
Shocks are like way laid down all the way in the back, right? Super long 4-link that has very little triangulation. Did you see? We should talk about that Type 82. Did you see that thing?
Yes, that was pretty cool. I like the look of that.
That is cool. Switchable 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. The on-off switch is where like the ignition switch would be. And it comes with, it's like hard to get to. So it comes with a little tool so you can get down to it. The wheel turns with the steering. They did a bunch of stuff. It's got portals all the way around.
Cool.
Pretty impressive. Brian Sherwood, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
If my Phoenix from you is lost forever at FedEx, how long to replace? Let's hope that's not the case. Because if so, it'll be like there's a whole freaking stupid process that we have to go through. Hopefully they find it. Because that's ridiculous. Now, I will say that FedEx right now is far ahead percentage-wise as far as delivery time and lost packages compared to USPS and UPS. Like, people have issues, but let me tell you, right now, they're kicking everybody's butt as far as the rest of it goes.
That's true. Yeah, I would take FedEx for sure over those three. DHL actually is doing a really great job.
Our DHL service is very odd. No, we don't.
Ours is fantastic here now.
The only time we get DHL is when I have ordered like questionable stuff from China. It always shows up from DHL, and
the guy shows up. He's like, "Sorry, man, I've never been here before. I don't know where I'm going."
It's always the same driver, and he's always this. He's
I don't know, man. I'm surprised I had this for you too.
It's quite funny. So there's so many things to say with that story, but I won't. So that the shipping is, and honestly, like getting close as we go and get closer to this time of the year, like coming into peak season, those FedEx drivers, actually all delivery drivers in general, are so ridiculously overworked. Like you're doing,
I think it's a tough job, man.
300 plus stops in a day. Like, that's a tough one. So, there you go. What else you got?
I don't know.
Did you do more content on the mud truck, or did I see the?
I did another episode. Yeah, there was an episode 2 that came out. So it's got a full interior now.
Oh, I see the seats.
Last week?
Oh,
yeah, it's got an interior thing, which looks okay. It's pretty good. There's a few fitment issues because they assume that you just have a stock TRX4 and you're not making any changes. So as soon as I put a BEC in, you have to put a slightly taller radio box or sealed box to fit that BEC. So now it doesn't fit quite right on that side. And on the other side, it's a bit janky because the light kit, the Pro Scale light kit, wasn't invented when they made the interior. Yes. So it doesn't quite work. So I'm going to print up probably another one of these and cut out the inside of it and stick in the Pro Scale light kit in there, and then cut a hole in the top and have the wire come through there. We'll do something like that.
That's crafty. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Well, you know me.
Yeah, exactly. I 3D printed seats for my little buggy. That was about as
that's super.
I had to scale them around to make sure they fit in there and didn't collide with my servos. Honestly, that is the first time. So I very rarely have a model from somewhere and bring it in and just print it. Normally, I'm always printing my own designs. So, but this one, I had this design, which was the larger version, and I was just like, oh, I need to scale it. So I scaled it to the height, and then I needed to scale it front to back to fit in front of a couple of areas of interference. First time I've ever actually gone into Cura and was just like scale in different way. So easy. People these days.
Yes.
No idea how easy they've got it. I'm just saying.
Prusa slicer, baby. It's a game changer.
I was just using Cura. I don't even use the Prusa slicer.
Why? Prusa's made for the Prusa.
I know. I probably
get
should
much
try
better.
It. Probably a good idea. I should try that. But, yeah.
I should have known, you goof off.
No, oh yeah, no, that's the one. You're right.
Fistful of Throttle, thank you very much. Asia T's MST orders shipped DHL. Left Hong Kong yesterday, arrived in New Jersey late this afternoon. FedEx can bite me. DHL is surprisingly quick. And what I love about them is that I get a text. They're like, because I'm all like set up with them, right? I've got like
Right.
a thing, and they're like, hey, you've got a package coming tomorrow. You better get ready for it. And then they go, hey, you owe a lot of duty on that package. You better pay up. And then I can just pay through PayPal, all on their website.
Oh, that's kind
It's
of
best.
nice.
Super convenient. And then I can just go drop it off. I don't need you to sign for it or anything. Just plop it.
Drop it off. Leave it with my pants. That's.
Speaking of, where are those pants? I hope whoever stole them is wearing them.
Yes. David Gomez, did you ever consider making a microservo mount for the Hertz Dig V2? And this NSRC makes an RS100 that put out over 100 ounces of torque. We used to have a microservo mount for the Dig, and nobody ever bought them, so we never made them again. So I know, I mean, servos have come a long way. Like maybe it would be a better option now, but probably not for the V2. Like that setup is pretty tried and true. And if anything, you know, I've seen those little adapter plates that people have, and you could make one. Or you could pretty easily make this entire mount for it yourself with some sheet material. Like just plop it in your CNC at home and just make.
There goes Josh and his high-level fabricator snobbery again. You just plop it in your 5-axis CNC you have at home and just make that part. It's a problem. It's exactly what you sound like.
Yeah.
Adam Tevin, yes, I did. I shipped my pants. No, he says, I shipped my drawers. Billy, come here. Do you know you can ship your pants? You can ship your pants right now. Great commercial.
No, what was that? Target? That was right.
Kmart.
Same.
Kmart. Yes, just
sure
like Goof Off and Googon are the same.
You sure
are you sure it's this guy? I work in advertising, ding dong.
It's just like we don't even have Kmarts. Like, I'm not Googling this.
When are you going on vacation again?
Who said I shipped my pants?
Because this show's better without you.
It's a Kmart commercial.
You're such a clod. I honestly cannot even.
We don't even have Kmarts. Like, why the hell did everybody see that commercial?
You did have Kmarts. You did have Kmarts, and that commercial came out like 10 years ago.
It wasn't 10 years ago. Oh, not the remix. There's a remix of it. Do you know that?
Of course there is. Because people put those up hoping that you'll do it.
Let's see. 2013?
Oh, I was close.
You were close. I would have guessed not nearly that long ago. Wow.
That was when you could order something online and it was like a novelty. I'm joking. I'm joking. Calm down. Dale C, thanks very much. When's the Don't Lick Gaskets commercial coming? It's already out. You guys ruined it by putting all those gasket comments on them.
the mag commercials.
Mad duh.
Mothers Against Gaskets.
Oh God. Put on my goggles so I don't have to listen to you anymore.
Chris, do you still have a mud truck? I do not. I have a great habit of building a mud truck, running it one time, and then selling it.
I'm not even going to get this one muddy. It's just gonna,
you're just going to airbrush the mud on the side? Look at how dirty it is.
Yeah. Episode 78. Nope, no mud yet.
What part of Mexico did you go to? We were at like north of, I guess it was Cancun area, Playa Mujeres.
So the Mayan Riviera. Ooh la la.
Learn something every day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tony, CXRC's in the house.
Tony.
He goes, so because he asked me a long time ago what 3D printer he should buy, and I said, "There's only one."
And did he do it?
Prusa. No. And now he's regretting his decision.
He already do that? He bought printers before and then like either didn't like them or didn't use them and then sold them.
Sounds like something he would do.
It is. I'm positive that it was him.
DK goes, and then use Goof Off to take the mud off of it.
I'm just saying, like it's.
Oh.
But it says right here, great sticker, residue, ink and marker and more. Like that, I was exactly what I was trying to do. Sticker, residue.
Yeah, but then you read further down after buying it. And
It's the top corner. Like that's perfect. That's exactly what I want to do. Like if that was the case, like you could just say fire. Like yes, fire will also remove sticker residue. Like
why didn't you get one of those wheels that you could put on your drill? That thing looks totally safe for paint.
I'm just saying. Like
DK goes, paint is the and more.
I need a goof off sticker for the side of this buggy.
It should be the Goof Off sponsored truck.
Yeah. I have some carbon fiber vinyl that maybe I'll have Moose Jaw cut me out a goof off in carbon fiber and I'll put that.
You don't own a Cricut?
Nope.
Huh.
I mean, I could try and cut it with my CNC, but I don't know that would be efficient.
Not so much.
They have a drag knife that you can buy for it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But but you know what I do have is I do have a friend, and my friend has a Cricut.
Friend. Who's just going, is that what you would consider me?
Like,
I'd always consider you more of a, I'd consider myself to you more of a well-wisher.
Well-wisher.
In that I don't wish you any specific harm.
Yeah. An associate,
contemporary.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of 3D printers, I've been madly at work printing up fenders.
Jesus Christ, those SCX6 parts are so huge.
So I go through a bit of a process. I print them. Part one. They come out quite shiny. And I'm doing them at like .20 speed. I'm not looking for... At this size, everything's quality.
Exactly.
And they come out pretty good. Like it comes out pretty sharp, pretty clean.
Print quality.
But they are quite shiny. So then what I do is I hit it with some black, and then I hit it with some flat. And then it comes out much more plasticky looking.
Ah.
Like compared to...
Now... Are those supposed to be modeled?
Here's the original fender.
Are those supposed to be modeled after a plastic fender, though?
Yes, they're plastic fenders.
You
own a Jeep, don't you?
I'm aware of that, but oftentimes aftermarket fenders are made of tube.
No, these are supposed to be tube with an insert. Yeah. So, but don't worry about it. It looks
I'm just saying.
Like powder coated metal. So that's the original. It's a high clearance fender.
Right.
The clearance is higher. Shut up, Josh. Sick of yours. You should go back on vacation. I also have the snorkel all ready to go, which is also gigantic.
Man,
you can put that on eBay. It does look pretty good, doesn't it?
Like as far as from crappy webcam quality, that it looks like a molded plastic piece.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good.
Yes.
Matt holds them up and they look the same. No, they don't, Tony. What kind of printer do you have?
I think Tony bought someone that he saw some influencer peddling on the YouTubes.
Oh, dear.
He did.
I thought I said that if there was anyone to get other than the Prusa, it was the Ender 3.
I mean, the Ender 3 is just like, you want to get into it, there's a huge user base, and it's cheap. There you go. So,
yep, that's the one.
Mine
has hard lots of lines in it. That's what Tony just said.
He bought the Anycubic Viper. Looked so good on YouTube.
That's the thing. Like, even with my original printer, what did I have? The Tornado, the TiVo Tornado, which you cannot get anymore.
Right. That printer still at my shop, still working fine.
Yeah, mine not so much. I got rid of it a long time ago, because it was so finicky. Like, it just needed so much dialing in and redoing and setting level, and it was honestly the worst.
When I got that printer,
I said it once and it's done.
They have come so far, because when I got that TiVo, there was lots of little things, but every 3D printer I had before that required way more.
Oh yes.
And
so that was like, you're like, wow.
Yeah. And now they're just so good out of the box. But
like, here's I did the wipers from Jimmy Knight for the
Jimmy. Oh yeah, someone was asking where you got the files. Those are all Knight Customs files?
Yeah.
Cool.
These ones are just from the Gladiator.
My Mini Factory.
Like the Gladiator, My Mini Factory. But he does have an SCX6 already scaled.
Yeah.
Scale it up. If you have the Gladiator or the JL stuff, scale it up 161.5%.
So.
But yeah, this printer is fantastic. It does an amazing job on even the tiniest little bits. And look, they move.
Man, that.
So when you hit a tree.
See, when I hit a tree, I usually hit a tree, and 3D printed mirrors probably would not survive with me.
Yeah. Somebody was asking if the Cricut will cut or score styrene. It'll cut up to, I think, 020.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So someone was so I read the comment go by. I just caught it as a second. It said women own crickets. I chuckled.
Wow. I was using my female device. I cut a bunch of stuff. I've got some Axial logos that I'm going to put on the side of the SCX6. All you see is a white sheet.
Sweet, man. That looks like a big sheet of white.
I've also I cut a bunch of graphics because I'm doing the Trax van build, right?
Oh, Coyote, on the Charisma.
Charisma Coyote. Or Coyote, depending on where you are. Here's that van. It's pre-cut, all ready to go.
See, I grew up where we said both Coyote and Coyote.
Yeah. Out west, it's Coyote. Here, I think it's Coyote.
Yeah, we were in the middle,
anyway,
so.
That's what I'm doing with the van.
I've seen that truck in person, in Ken Block's
shop.
You? Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's right. You went to Ken Blocky's shop.
Yeah, I went to the Hoonigan facility in Utah.
Yeah, I'm going to paint that up with my on-point paint. Hopefully in the next couple of days when it warms up slightly.
Is it cold there?
Yeah.
Is that why you got that collar so high? Keep your neck warm?
My neck is freezing. Yeah, so that's going to be happening soon. I think it'll be 11 degrees on Saturday, so that's what I'm hoping.
I'm not going to do that conversion, but yeah.
Canuck Chuck is asking, isn't using a 3D printer cheating? I think at the very beginning, I probably was a bit styrene elitist about it. And like, I can build the same thing out of styrene. I still can, but it takes a lot longer.
Right.
So if I can just print a propane tank and then spend the same amount of time that I would have making it out of styrene, detailing it and sanding it and making it look like a propane tank, I will do that. Some things are just easy.
Yeah. I have always been on team 3D printer.
Well,
But
yes, because we know your quality of scratch building is nil.
that's not it. It's different.
Yes, your
We
fabricating skills are
we
excellent. Your
scratch
styrene skills
build.
are garbage.
Yeah. I built something out of styrene not too long ago. I don't remember what it was.
Did you now?
I mean, it was a long time ago.
A smaller sheet of styrene.
I could hold it up and just say, like, here's a fuel tank. It's just not put together yet, like your stupid decals. Like,
That's how I'm going to sell styrene parts, I think. It's like,
it's a DIY fuel cell.
here you go.
Here you go. So, yeah, the 3D printers slightly cheating. I find 3D printing. I mean, you 3D print more scaled details than I do. Even
Yes.
I use 3D printing for all kinds of things, but
Fuel can.
11 degrees C is 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you, Outcaster. See, that makes traction
Sandler.
mat. It's a
No,
traction
no,
on
no.
mat. No, didn't work. God.
Hey, there we go.
Dawson
Yeti
Boss says,
Wraither Bomber.
Yeti Wraith.
Well,
Ooh,
you can't buy a Yeti, so if you have access to a Yeti,
you,
of those three, I would go Bomber.
I would definitely go bomber out of those three, out of any of them.
Yeah.
I would guess that in the some reasonably near future, you won't be able to buy any of those.
I agree.
I'm guessing that all three of those will be on the permanent disco list before too terribly long. They got the Rift now. They're gonna want to be pushing that further.
Yeah, buy Rifts.
I would say
That's why I was looking for a Bomber kit, because I want to start again.
Yeah,
but I don't.
That is a tough one for sure.
Yeah, that's a no-go for sure.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
I didn't figure you found one.
No, but I sold my my current Bomber to Travis, one of the mods.
Nice.
The mod squad.
Yeah, mine's still on the shelf up there. Still unrun. Unran.
Not run.
No.
Unrunned.
Yes.
Non-rand.
Only on Sundays. So.
Non-run. Owned by a little old lady. Johnny Davis said he found a new unboxed Yeti. Does that change your? No. I would say
parts are going to be front shafts are going to be hard to keep a hold of. Hinge pins, there's some mods you can do, things like that. But like in general, you're going to have a hard time with replacement parts, which Yetis do need.
Yeah, they do.
So I would pass, or I mean, if it was a new in box, like if for anything, keep it a new in box. Like, although I've got the brand new Exo buggy down here that I plan to build.
Is that for someone, or
Nope,
is it yours?
I bought that.
I should have hung on to that. I feel stupid now.
Yeah, and I got the same. I got the original graphics reprinted for it.
Nice. Yeah, I wanted to recreate an iconic video of yours, but
I will not be burning this one to the ground. So it's got the.
It's good.
Yep.
Neil did a good job on that.
He did. Josh, do you TIG or MIG frames? And the bender would like to try some building. I do TIG weld mainly. And when I don't TIG weld, I braze with a torch. Torch is the least expensive way to get going. And honestly, they're some of the best looking joints. It takes a little bit more patience, but you just have to get, things have to be a little bit tighter fits. You can't have any like tension or anything like that. With a TIG, you can kind of just like get some stuff in position and just buzz it. Done and doneer. And so But
Jeremy Kilburn. Yeti is like a small child. Always needs attention and breaks stuff constantly. That's true. I broke things on mine. And I never used it as it was intended.
Jeremiah says, when you run that EXO, have a fire extinguisher on hand. I do not think that I will run it. I don't think I'll ever run it. I'm not a collector, but
is it just to rub in Brandon's face? What a crap! Look at this crappy design. Who designed this? Who made it so hard to get the batteries in?
I mean, I could run it. I should. I mean, technically, I should take it to a skate park one time, right?
No.
I mean, you really should. Like,
don't do it.
Just once. Try it. Just recreate that video.
Blind Guy RC, thank you very much. It's hard finding disco stuff. TF1 Trail Stomper.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Now,
yeah, it is.
RC four-wheel drive, even more so, because for one, RC four-wheel drive sneezes and accidentally hits the discontinue button on projects. They've discontinued projects before they shipped the first batch. And then their parts would break so often that any spares that were available were eaten up and then broken. Like, it's the TF1 was definitely one of the, that was a weird combination of parts. Did you ever own that?
Thankfully, no. I stayed far away from that one.
I did own that one. I had the True Scale beadlocks. You remember those?
I do.
Yep. I had the True Scale beadlocks with the original Mudslingers. The super short, crazy tall lug scale tires of the day. Like,
that tire. Every time I saw it, I died a little inside.
Oh, they were like terrible looking.
Worst tire ever. So ugly.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, all the Mudslingers look terrible. New, old, whatever, but that original one was awful. That was RC4 Drive's first tire.
That's right.
Fun fact. Yep. Blind Guy RC, thank you, sir. I wanted a Yeti, then I got a Baja Ray. Rock Ray, a little closer, like direct comparison. Baja Rays and Rock Rays had their own issues, but I still think they're probably right. I think it's you made a better choice, especially at least for support. You know, being able to find things.
But D Davisism. Any plans for painting the RC10 body? Already painted. I've actually shot a whole video. The only thing missing from it is the running footage of said RC10.
Nice.
Because it's cold and crappy here now. And I know that if I take it out now, it will shatter. It will shatter everything because it's so old.
Yeah. Parts are a little...
It's almost like I just want to do one little quick loop and just put it away. That's it.
Like that, it ran. Yeah. What did you put back into it for electronics?
What did I put back in it? I honestly don't remember.
Cool.
Brush system, obviously.
Right. I figured.
2300 kV brushless.
Yeah. I had some nice little 4S packs. Fit well.
Yeah, just grind up that whole gear set. No, it's pretty tame. I think I just put like a 27 turn axial motor in, but then I rebranded it as the Team Associated because I got all the graphics and logos and stickers.
Oh, you can buy the motor graphics even? Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That video will come out soon. I'll get it out on a Thursday here in a little bit. It's all edited. It just needs 2 minutes of running footage.
Question for you on videos. It came up in my Instagram questions this week. So I shot video while I was at Pearland by the Fire, but I hadn't had time basically since I got back. Since I traveled 3 weeks out of the 5 since including Proline by the Fire. Like, there was a question, are you going to put that video? And I was just like, I don't know. Like, for what, like, being after the fact, I'm like, eh. And then I just hate, like, after that time goes, I'm just like, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah,
I'm still.
You kind of have to be right away with that stuff.
Yeah.
Or there's not much. There's still a point. You can still do it, and people.
I know,
will still
but it's just kind of like, is there a point? I mean, I'm still working on my Axial Fest 2018 movie, but other than that, like, I just.
That was a great year.
It was a great year
to make it. Did you get a lot of behind the scenes stuff too? And did you talk to a lot of people who used to work at Axial, or you didn't do that?
Yeah, it loses relevance, like Ben was saying. All of them. Losing relevance is part of it, but and also, I don't know. I just have, like, with any of the vloggy stuff, I feel like it needs to be like right away, and I was just
exactly. Well, that's the point of a vlog, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time with that.
You can't start your vlog by going, "Yo, what's up? It's 2018."
Yeah.
It comes out in 2021. You would look quite the fool. Kevin Nugent. I had my RC10 out this summer for a beach run. Still a blast. You know what? I got some nice beaches right down the street for me. I will take it down to the beach. Great idea.
Little
so
easier,
much easier, a
little softer.
Yeah. A little. It'll be a little ode to Mateo's RC movies.
There you go. Yes.
Because he does a lot of stuff in that sandy area near his mountain that he lives near.
DP was asking, what servo winch would you recommend for a Phoenix? Good question. I mean, honestly, I've been using the PowerShift Technologies PST 200, I think, which is a stubby, and that one works great because you can flip it upside down, the spool lines right up. It's not the most powerful thing, though. After using the Holmes winch in my class 2, like anything that
the one that almost cut your finger off.
Yeah, like anything now, I'm like, if it doesn't have cut your finger off speed, it's just like, I don't know that I'm like, I gotta have it.
I still like my TZI World. They just mount weird, so.
They do. Well, yeah, the TZI World ones, every truck's meant to go this way now, and they're all.
Yeah, I know.
The beefy winch was cool. It was just, it was ahead of its time. I still have one somewhere.
I've got 2.
Ooh, look at you. Do you have the controller?
I get the Hey OK controller.
Ah, okay. So that's a better choice. Yeah. I remember using the beefy winch controller at one time, and I remember had a huge issue with everything. And then I realized that it was because I just had my voltage on my BEC cranked up. Because if a servo says, like, no matter what servo I was running, if it says it'll run at 7.2, it'll run at 8.4. Like, so I would always just set my BECs at 8.4. So, yes. Because 7.2 means like a receiver pack, and a fully charged one's it's going to be 8.4. Like, get the extra power out. It's fine. Crank up your BECs. It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
There's a pro tip. Crank up your BECs.
Just, whatever.
If it's got a 7.2 volt rating, set it to 8.4. Free power. You're all missing out.
Exactly. They're giving it away.
So, but I remember that particular controller was just like, nah, I don't understand. And and I thought it was fried. I was trying to do this and that. And then I figured out it was just being a bee about it. And so
being a big red bee about it. What's wrong with you? Do you want to go in your hole?
Answer me.
The Patty channel, I think, asked me this question earlier, and I asked you in the questions on your Instagram, and I don't think you responded because
I didn't get to it probably yet.
Hi, can you use the 21% overdrive gears in the Phoenix transmission?
No, you cannot.
Okay, there you go. Why not?
Because of the idler gear setup is like a one piece type deal. It's got 2 gears on it. You need that. It's not the separate
Spacing.
setup. Yeah, it's not a separate idler gear and drive gear like the 21%. So they're specifically designed.
33.6 or nothing.
33, 6.5 or nothing. So, yep.
And I don't mean no overdrive. I mean nothing.
Yeah, you get nothing.
You have 33,
zero,
6,
nada.
Or not available.
Jimmy, 2 horses, thank you. RC10 was my first RC. I've got 5 originals on the shelf, one of which is a first release.
That's fantastic. Very cool. Mine's a first release. I think it came from Cadillac, so it's old.
Is that like
it's an editor?
Is that when they talk about like A chassis and B chassis and
A stamp, B stamp, double A stamp? Jeremy, no, I'm working on it. Got it all taped out and ready to go. It's chilly outside today, so I couldn't do it.
It's like painting a laundry basket.
It's like painting your kid's wagon. I'm gonna get to it, Billy. Don't worry about it.
What winch is in the TRX 4000? Whoa. I would need an actual Warn winch, I think. Like, yeah. Can't triple stamp a double stamp. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. First release has no stamp and has gunmetal anodized shocks. Things.
Big gulps, eh?
Big gulps, eh? Well, see you later.
See you later. It's good to have you back, Josh.
I'm happy to be
Honestly
here.
Admit that.
So I ready to have some of these big projects that were in the works, like glad to have them kind of out and can get back to finishing and focusing up on some other ones. So
there's no end to the projects. We really honestly need to do that auction soon so I can get rid of some trucks.
I know.
So I can make room.
I keep bringing new ones in here. Like, what am I doing?
Did you get your boat out yet?
No, but my in-laws are in town. And
your father-in-law loves boats.
I mean, he like doing anything. So it's just like, we should take this boat out. Like,
nice.
And we got rain the other day. Like a lot of it.
I heard about that.
Record.
Yeah.
So
2 millimeters.
Right. And they got like 5 inches, which is
whoa.
Which is like
that's a lot of water.
2 feet anywhere else. So, like, we don't get rain here. I don't remember being like here when we get an inch of rain at once. And so, yeah, it was.
Jeremy Kilburn goes, paint can in one hand, heat gun in the other. What could possibly go wrong? That's how I'll paint the roof.
I mean, I did that
outside.
I've done that many a time.
I
think I have a photo of that with my Class 1 Toyota 4Runner body, and I had painted it, and then I had it in a box with like a space heater into it to try and bake it so I could get the next coat on.
I borrowed one of my fellow editors' garages last 2 winters ago.
I remember
2019. That. Yeah. I had to get those trucks done.
What was that for?
The
Scale Nationals?
No, it was a giveaway truck for RC 4-wheel drive.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
The 4Runner.
Right.
I was like, well, since I'm here, I might as well paint this Range Rover, which I sold to Jimmy Knight, by the way.
Hey, what do you know? That's a good fit.
Yeah. All the way to Australia, mate.
Right.
I just put it in, I just slid it into one of those, if it fits, it ships boxes.
Yeah. Tape it up.
Should be fine. No packing peanuts or anything. I wrote,
Put 50
don't
bucks.
break.
Put $50 of insurance on it and send her down the road.
Just spray the paint through the heat gun. You know what, Dana? That's a really good idea.
You see, modern problems, modern solutions.
What could possibly go wrong?
Can we do a challenge where we convert something that was previously 4-wheel drive into a 3-wheel vehicle? I think that that was a Moose Jaw suggestion the other day, and I was like, that's a great idea.
That's a great idea. I do like that.
Who can we con?
Who can we con?
Yeah.
Into giving us a free truck?
Who
else likes 3-wheel drive vehicles? That's the more important question.
RC 4-wheel.
Name would suggest otherwise.
Well,
but the product...
theirs converts themselves into 3-wheel drive at
a moment's notice.
4-wheel drive, 3-wheel drive.
It's okay. They're not watching.
Yeah, it's okay. So, all right. It is 8 in the PM.
Time to go. Yep. Time to go.
I am glad that we got to do this. I did not open my viewer activity early enough, so I'm going to go over the ones that I did have here.
Gotta get these anti-phones into something.
Yes. Perry G, BT, Blind Guy RC, Noah Kane, Isogen, Jeremiah Salberg, Buck Dandy, Brent Hevner, Jimmy Two Horses, RC On-Road Carpet Racing, Backyard RC, Gunnar Nissen, Sean Burrell, TRD Adventures, Brian Sherwood, Dale C. Jesus Christ.
RC Dave charged up. Blind Guy RC. BT, 02 Garage, Wrapped Graphics, Sean Burrell, Ben Cherico. Excuse me.
Rude.
It's dusty in here tonight. Sorry. Fistful of Throttle RC, Gunnar Nissen, Jared Marston, Paul's 1816, Project One, Carolina Ghost, Fistful of Throttle, Dale C, and Blind Guy RC. Thank you very much, gents. It's always appreciated.
Much appreciated. We will see you guys Wednesday again. I'll see you on Friday building something.
I haven't
decided which
somebody was at. Yeah, what are you going to build?
I don't know. I've got a number of things that still need to be built. I've got electronics to put in the Phoenix, but I think I'll put that off for a week. I've got the Jimmy Two Horses VS410 Origin Black over there.
Ooh.
Which would be a fun build.
That's pretty sick.
I also have that Exoterra buggy to build. So there's plenty of
got a lot of stuff.
Options.
Plenty of choices.
So.
Kel Schwarzier. Cool. Well, that's good.
Are you doing Tuesdays again?
No, not yet. I was kind of half planning on it this week, but then I went to the movies and I forgot. But I do have a bunch of Rift parts and a new light kit from
My Trick RC.
Sorry, I don't know why my brain just mushy.
Yes, on my part.
My Trick RC light kit for the Rift, so we gotta get all those parts from SSD in there, and make that thing even more bulletproof, because mine's already quite bulletproof.
You also like to live dangerously.
Allow myself to introduce myself.
Do you like to do it yourself?
Hope you got a big trunk, because I'm going to put my bike in it. Oh. All right. On that note.
Good night, everybody.
Have a great night, everybody.
Hit the like button before you leave.
Please do.
Have a great night. Watch it. Do it now.
See you next week.
Later. Bye.
Love you. Bye.